Crypto kids, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can use the BTCC cryptocurrency exchange. It will be a step-by-step tutorial from creating your account all the way to opening your first trade. Whether you're completely new to crypto or if you've been trading for a while and just want to try out a new platform, this video is going to walk you through everything you need to know. BTCC is actually one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchanges. They've been running from 2011 to 2026, which is 15 years now. They've never had a single hack. That alone makes it one of the most trusted platforms out there. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. Real quick, what is BTCC? They are a global cryptocurrency exchange that's licensed in America through FinCEN, in Canada through FinTrack, and they're licensed in Europe too. They have over 11 million users worldwide, and in 2025 alone, they processed $3.7 trillion in trading volume. They're not a small exchange. They have a lot of liquidity. What makes BTCC different from other crypto exchanges are a few things. First, you can trade with up to 500x leverage on major pairs like Bitcoin and Ethereum. That is the highest in the industry right now. Second, they offer tokenized stocks and commodities. You can trade things like tokenized Tesla, Nvidia, gold, and even the S&P 500 with USDT. And third, you can create your account with just your email address and password. That is it. You don't need to do anything else to begin trading. They won the best centralized crypto exchange at the Being Crypto Awards in 2025, got triple awards from FX Empire for lowest fees, best fiat to crypto, and best exchange in America. So the recognition is there. If you want to sign up to BTCC and follow along with the tutorial, you can use the link in the description down below to get up to $30,000 in welcome bonuses. Every little bit helps. This is a special campaign just for the crypto kids who are watching this video. So make sure to sign up with their email address and password. You can begin trading. It will be the first link in the description down below. After you've made your account, either with your phone number or your email address, you need to secure the account. Because if you don't secure it, chances are somebody could maybe guess your email address, maybe guess your password, and they can have access to all of your funds. So you want to make sure that it's protected, and there are a few simple steps that you can do to prevent any such thing from taking place. Go to your profile settings, find the security section. First thing, enable the two-factor authentication. Download Google Authenticator if you don't have it. Scan the QR code, make sure you do the verification, and boom, you are all set. You can also set up withdrawal whitelisting. This means you pre-approve specific wallet addresses, so even if someone gets into your account, they cannot withdraw to a random address. It will be to your address only. BTCC uses cold wallet storage with multi-signature technology, and they do monthly proof of reserves to show you that there is the equivalence of your funds on the platform backed by on-chain data. If you want to deposit funds to BTCC to start trading, you've got two main options. If you already have crypto, just select the coin, wide array of cryptocurrencies. USDT I find is the easiest. Choose your network from TRC20 or ERC20. ERC20 Ethereum is the most common, and send it over. Deposits are free and they credit pretty fast. If you want to buy crypto directly with your card, Visa, MasterCard, or even Apple Pay or Google Pay, BTCC partners with providers like Simplex and MoonPay. Just note that the minimum purchase is $200 for fiat. Once your funds are in, you'll see them in your spot account. From there, you can move them to your futures account if you want to go ahead and trade derivatives. First, let's cover spot trading before we get into futures trading. So if you buy the likes of Bitcoin from the spot trading platform, that Bitcoin will go to your account and you can withdraw this Bitcoin to a cold wallet and it's going to be yours to keep. Derivatives is different. You're using leverage and you never actually own the asset that you're trading. The spot gives you exposure to the real asset. You get to own it if you withdraw it to your own wallet. If you click on spot in the top menu, BTCC has over 250 spot trading pairs. You'll see the familiar layout, chart on the left, order book, and your order panel on the right. The chart has a full trading view integration. So all of your drawing tools, indicators, timeframes, it's all there. To place a trade, let's say you want to buy Bitcoin, select Bitcoin USDT. You've got 4 order types. Market order, which buys crypto instantly at the current price. Limit order, you can set a price that you think Bitcoin will be at in the future to execute the order then. And the trigger market order executes when a price is hit. How does this differ from a limit order? Good question. I'll give you a brief explanation. With limits, let's say you want to buy Bitcoin cheaper. Bitcoin is trading at $100,000 hypothetically now. You think it's going to fall to $70,000. On limit, you can type $70,000, place the amount in Bitcoin you want to open, click buy, confirm, and boom. If the price falls to $70,000 from 100, the system will go ahead and buy Bitcoin at $70,000. But with a trigger, there is an additional condition. Let's say Bitcoin again is trading at $100,000. You want to buy Bitcoin again at $70,000. But first, you want Bitcoin to reach $101,000 first. And then if it does that, you want to buy Bitcoin at 70. It's an additional condition. If you're a technical analyst, if you're a trader, then you have your certain conditions to be reached before actually executing a trade. Maybe Bitcoin was in a bear flag and you wanted a confirmation of a retest to prior line of support of the bear flag to turn it into resistance. And that would have meant Bitcoin had to jump to 101K. So maybe that was your condition. So at 101, this order is placed. And if it hits 70, BTCC will buy the Bitcoin for you or any other assets for you. For beginners, market orders are obviously the simplest. Just enter how much USDT you want to spend, hit buy, and boom, you own your Bitcoin. That's it. Futures trading. Now, this is where BTCC really shines, the futures trading platform. This is their main product. Go to the futures tab. You will see over 370 USDT margined perpetual futures pairs here. The interface is clean, chart, order book, position panel at the bottom, very similar to other platforms. So it will be an easy transition if you wish to switch over. So how does it work? Well, instead of buying the actual crypto, like I've said before, in spot, your trading contracts are based on price movement. You get exposure to the price. You don't get exposure to the assets. Technically, you only get exposure to its price. You can go long if you think the price is going to go up, or you can go short if you think the price is going to go down. Now, there's one more thing. You can use leverage. So you can borrow money from the market makers to amplify your position. This requires a lot of risk management, and this requires being a good trader. So do this at your own risk. Make sure you've done this before, or you're practicing slowly to become a professional trader. If you have $1,000 in spot trading, you can buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin or $1,000 worth of Ethereum. Great. But you cannot buy more than the $1,000 you have, right? You don't have risk when you buy the $1,000 of Bitcoin. The only risk is that if the price of Bitcoin goes down in US dollars, then you have an unrealized loss until you sell back. But in futures trading, if you use leverage, let's say 10x leverage, your $1,000 that you put in becomes $10,000 worth of collateral. If Bitcoin goes up 1% and you're long, you actually make 10% profits. The same is true for the vice versa. If you go short, Bitcoin is down 1%, you would be making 10%. But if Bitcoin goes against your trade, when you're long, if it reduces by 10% with 10x leverage, you're out. You would have probably been liquidated way before. So there are risks involved, and these risks can be mitigated if you learn risk management and becoming a proper trader. In this channel, we show technical setups, various analysis, and various trade ideas. You can use those in your trading journey, so make sure to subscribe for those daily content and daily technical analysis. Let's walk you through an example trade. If you want to go long on Bitcoin, you select your leverage, how much you want to borrow. You'll see a slider. Bitcoin, BTCC offers up to 500x leverage on Bitcoin and Ethereum. But guys, please, if you're a beginner, if you're any sort of trader, 500x is insanely risky. Like, it is the top of the top in risk. Only a select few of individuals would know what they're doing with it. I personally, as a trader, stick to maximum 20x leverage. 500x is there if you want to go and use it, but again, it's not something that I personally use in my trading. I've never ever used 500x leverage. I don't think I've ever used anything over 50x leverage. Next, choose your order type. Same options as spot, market, limit, trigger. Set your position size. You can use the percentage slider to choose how much much of your available margin you want to place into a trade. Here's the important step. You can place a take profit and stop loss before entering the position. So if you jump into a position, if you're long Bitcoin at 100K and you think it's going to go to 120, but if Bitcoin breaks below 98, your trading setup is invalidated. If you go into this position without a stop loss and you take profit, Bitcoin may dump to 97K in 1 hour and you're stuck in this position and your trade ID is invalidated and you're in more losses than you initially anticipated. So putting a stop loss protects you from Bitcoin potentially crashing more than you expect. In a short period or even a long period of time, you can even forget that you have a trade open. So the stop loss is there to make sure you cut losses. A take profit will secure the profits for you. I have many friends who placed multi-million-dollar trades and their prediction on where Bitcoin was going to go to became right, but just because they didn't take the profits, they made a lot of money on the screen, but then after Bitcoin started crashing again, those profits dwindled into something very small. Putting a stop loss and putting a take profit will keep you disciplined, and that's what I most of the times do. So you can create it before you set your trade, or even after creating your trade, you can set your take profit and stop loss. Hit open long and your position will go live. You'll see it at the bottom of the screen with your entry price, your unrealized profit on loss, and liquidation. Keep an eye on that liquidation. That's the level where your position would get automatically closed. With leverage, you're borrowing. So there is going to be a margin call if your price drops to or goes up to a specific point. It makes the lenders remain profitable for giving you a loan on the position you want to take. TradFi, tokenized stocks, and commodities. This is something really unique about BTCC that most exchanges do not offer. You can go to the TradFi section. Here you can trade tokenized versions of real-world assets, all settled in USDT. You've got stocks like Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, about 35 stocks in total. Then you've got commodities like gold and silver with up to 150x leverage. Forex pairs are included: Euro, Great British Pound, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar with up to 50x leverage. Indices like S&P 500 too are included. So imagine this, you're a crypto trader, but you want exposure to gold and Tesla. Oftentimes crypto is boring. It consolidates, the volatility goes away. As a trader, you make money from volatility. So when crypto, even if you're a crypto bull, but crypto necessarily is not giving you the opportunities, then you may want to pivot into a different asset class. If silver looks like it will break from $50 to $120, which we predicted, then boom, I will open a trade there, all on the same platform, not needing to go to a different brokerage. This is what's cool as a crypto person. With BTCC, you can have exposure to a wide array of different asset classes. By the way, you may not be a confident trader yet yourself, or you're just in search of making some additional passive income. BTCC do also offer copy trading. They currently have over 600,000 copy traders with 15,000 lead traders on the platform. You can filter lead traders by total P&L, win rate, number of copiers, or even rising stars to see the categories of who's making the most amount of money trading a particular asset. And then you can choose the trader that you like and start copying. It's pretty simple. Every trade they make, your account mirrors automatically, proportionally based on their portfolio allocation. The best part, for your first copy trades, BTCC will give you 50 USDT in loss protection. So you've got a little bit of a safety net while you try it out. Lead traders earn a 10 to 15% profit share, but that only applies when the copy trades are profitable. So their incentive is to make you money. They have demo trading if you want to practice first without risking any real money. I traded demo for about 6 months before I risked my own real capital. So for 6 months, half a year, I was testing my strategies, trying to prove to myself that I know what I'm doing. I treated this fake money as real money, and I kept my discipline. I did exactly what I would do with real money. After 6 months, I was profitable. I was consistently profitable. So I took the $1,000 I saved up and I put it into real trading, and that's how I got into it. So demo trading can be very useful if you're a complete beginner to practice. Once you're successful, once you have a feel for how things are and you have a good proven track record, you can jump into real trading all on BTCC. You go to the futures section, switch to demo mode. You will get 100,000 USDT in virtual funds. Everything works exactly like the real platform, same charts, same order type, same execution. The only difference, it's not real money. Perfect for beginners. Practice your entries, test different leverage levels, figure out your risk management, all without losing a single real dollar. Once you you are comfortable, you can switch to live trading. Now let's also talk about fees, because this matters when choosing the cryptocurrency exchange you want to go with. The fees are important to reduce your costs. As a professional trader, you're either opening high value positions or you're doing a lot of frequent positions, or maybe you're doing both. So the cheaper the fees, the more money you save. For futures trading, BTCC charges 0.025% maker fee and 0.045% taker fee at the base level. That's already very competitive. It's cheaper than Binance and Bybit on the taker side. As you move up to the VIP tiers, if you are somebody that's trading with a lot of money frequently, BTCC will recognize this and they will upgrade you to become a VIP, where at the highest VIP level, you would only be looking at 0.007% maker and 0.01% taker, plus up to a 60% discount on withdrawal fees. So if you are a professional trader, if this is more competitive than the current exchange you're working with, consider moving, because as you know, you can save a lot of money. For spot trading, fees are slightly higher than futures, but this is normal across the industry. Copy trading has a 10 to a 15% profit sharing fee that goes to the team leader, and that's only charged if the trades are profitable. Withdrawals. When you're taking profits, go to the withdraw section. Select the crypto you want to withdraw, enter the wallet address, choose your network, enter the amount, and confirm. BTCC typically processes withdrawals within 2 hours, often faster. Without KYC, you can withdraw up to $10,000 per day. With full verification, that goes up to 1 million USDT per day. Double check the network matches your receiving wallet. If you send ERC20 to a TRC20 address, your funds are gone. So double check, always verify before you hit confirm. And guys, that is it. That is a complete walkthrough on how to use the BTCC cryptocurrency exchange. From signing up to securing your account, to depositing funds, to spot trading, to futures, trading tokenized stocks and gold, copy trading, demo trading, all the way to withdrawals. I'll leave my link in the description down below if you want to support this video and get up to a $30,000 sign-up bonus for Crypto Kids exclusively. The link will be pinned in the comment section too. So going forward, you can also find these links in my daily TA videos. Make sure to have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, destroy the like button and I'll see you guys incredibly soon. Take care, and as always, bye.